Now you're back to tweeting about drama after everyone got bored of clowning on you. Pathetic. Also, I'm not quitting drama content. I've never said that.
You can't do drama content, Bowblax. It's over. Like, genuinely. Chat, one's in the chat if Bowblax can continue doing drama content. I don't believe he can do it. Recording calls without permission, which happens in this community, but it's a dick move nonetheless if it's unnecessary. Lying to people about diagnoses and other creators, snaking people constantly, lying about them. You know, this community is known for snaking and backstabbing and all this shit. Treat each other chill. I'm not saying you have to, like, respect everybody. You can hate everybody. You can shit on everybody. Don't make shit up. That's, like, the bare minimum. Don't make up and make it fake.
You're suing a man and you end it with a dog hitting a drum.
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
If you weren't aware, Bowblax went live on Instagram today in the dress. So pray to Christ that you don't have Instagram, because nobody needs to see that. Core sent it to me like a degenerate. I can't believe he sent me the Bowblax stream of him in a dress. I can't believe that happened today. I'm very disappointed. I really don't want to talk about Bowblax. As you know, I shit on Tipster a lot. Okay, I did. And I still stand by my criticisms of Tipster back in the day. Those really haven't adjusted. Has Tipster been on a bit of an upswing? You can argue yes. I believe this is a part of the Tipster cycle, but that's just me. You could argue if you wish that Tipster's on an upswing, but Tipster finally put together a video in regard to Bowblax, especially in regard to how Bowblax treated him during the phase of when Tipster went full Keffel's defense mode. Okay? In particular, which ended up leading to the confrontation on RFC After Hours, where Tipster and Keffels called into Augie, and Augie somehow beat them in a 2v1, just being retarded, like just being himself, you know? So I'm curious where this is going to go. Tipster's talk's really slow, so we're going to go 1.5 on this. Let's see what Tipster has to say here.
Chat, I want to talk about something with you that I've been kind of hesitant to talk about.
I'm curious why Tipster is hesitant to talk about the Bowblax stuff. Because Tipster, you were tweeting the whole time about the Bowblax stuff. I don't know why you're hesitant to talk about it now, but I haven't watched it yet. I can't be judging Tipster just yet.
Up to this point, to be completely honest, I really felt like I didn't have a whole lot to say in regards to this particular situation. But having said that,
I feel like you do. Like, out of everybody, being realistic here, out of everybody that covered Bowblax, and to the extent that, covered you, Tipster, and to the extent that they covered you, I don't think anyone ever reached the echelon of Bowblax. That's just me, though. Now, did I milk your drama with the Vosh stuff and your fallout and your friendship with Keffels and everything? Yeah, I did. But I didn't dedicate my entire YouTube channel to it like Bowblax did with Mayo Monkey. Bowblax's entire existence with Mayo Monkey was just the Tipster Bully streams. If you weren't around during that era and you are brand new to the Tipster lore, Bowblax put together nothing but Tipster Bully streams. I would say it rivals the amount of videos that I've uploaded on my channel about the Tipster drama, and Tipster and Keffels, and Tipster and Vosh, and all that shit, right? But those dramas usually focus solely on Keffels and solely on Vosh. Now, was Tipster an element of those? Absolutely. He was an idiot and couldn't keep his mouth shut. But Bowblax dedicated a level of time, effort, and vitriol to Tipster that nobody else really had. Like, everyone on Tipster for those actions, but eventually just let it go. Bowblax didn't. So I'm shocked that you're so hesitant to talk about this, Tipster. This dude fucked you over hard.
I've admittedly gotten a little bit frustrated, and as a result, I feel the need to say something, just kind of vent my frustrations. What exactly am I talking about? I'm talking about Bowblax, chat. Excuse me. Now, I want to preface this by saying
the homie wearing a Snoop Dogg shirt. I can't hate Tipster. His music taste is actually good. It's like one super positive thing I could say about Tipster is that his hip hop choice of music has always been pretty good.
Thing. If you're expecting this to be a Bowblax bully stream, it's not going to be that. If you're expecting me to shame him for coming out as non-binary or doing...
Nobody is expecting you to do that. Nobody really wanted to do that in the first place within the context of Bowblax doing the non-binary thing. It ended up becoming a topic of discussion because Bowblax made it the topic of discussion. Now, is it because of leaky chud logic that the community and overall public found out about the dress?
Whoa! He retired to not defend Loliana February again.
Yeah. It was Chud's fault. But it also wasn't helped that Bowblax was caught in his own live stream showing a Victoria's Secret purchase at a checkout. That, if you watch back on the video, the VOD that I uploaded with Diorio and Smaggle, I'm just going to say it. We weren't very fucking good at covering it up. Even if we wanted to. Like, it was just funny.
Doing sex work. It's not about that.
You should shame him for the sex work, okay? Here's why. You should. Because anyone that does sex work are whores. Okay? They're whores. Whores. And whores need to be shamed. We need to stop doing this. I think OnlyFans, it took me a long time to get to this point. Because I used to be like, who gives a shit if you do sex work or whatever? Now I'm getting tired of seeing it everywhere. It's all over Twitter. People that do sex work are mentally ill. I've bought into the red pill.
I'm not doing any of those things. I'm just a little bit frustrated.
I only bought it in the context of Bowblax, mind you. Bowblax should not be doing OnlyFans stuff. It's gross.
With Bowblax right now, because I have shown this guy a lot of grace, considering how much of an asshole he has been to me over the course of the past couple of years. I've shown this guy a lot of grace behind the scenes, and in response, he's just kind of been an asshole. And it seems like he really has...
doesn't really know he wants to talk about it because he can't really talk about it. He can, though. And here's why. Again, it's because Bowblax made it like a point of his life. Even though he would tell Tipster, oh, bro, I'm just memeing on you, Bowblax would say ridiculous shit. Like, real ridiculous shit. Like, I would say that Tipster was defending Lolicon, and that he has way too many dramas with Lolicon not to be suspect. I can agree with that, 100%. But Bowblax would take it to, like, extreme levels, okay? And on top of that, the main reason why people fell out with Tipster, more than anything, was because of what happened between him, Bowblax, and Keffels. All right? It's kind of the catalyst, you know?
Hasn't changed all that much. If you're not familiar with the Bowblax drama, I'm going to try to summarize it as best as I possibly can. Basically, sometime around last summer, Bowblax got outed for basically lying about having BPD. It was discovered through that he was dishonest with a lot of people about a lot of things. Apparently, at some point, he had recorded somebody without their knowledge and planned on doing this like...
It was Larix. Tipster, you know it's Larix. Like, come on. You know Larix. You know Larix.
Big exposed stream on them, and that didn't really work out. But the long and short of it was, a lot of people had realized that Bowblax wasn't super honest with them about a lot of things. In fact, one of the things that they realized that Bowblax wasn't honest to them about involved me. Bowblax, when I left the commentary community, was one of the last commentary creators that I still had a friendly relationship with. And basically, Bowblax and I had a conversation with one of my friends known as Keffels at the time. And
fuck Keffels. Bro, stop being... I'm asking you politely. Okay, bro? I want to be on your side here. But the situation being is that you're still friends with somebody that said DIY, like, promoted DIY HRT and stole $100,000 from people and lied about it, and they were proving all those things. It's frustrating to me.
And it was a good conversation. You know, it started out a little bit hostile, but...
like, whatever. Associate with whoever you want to associate with. But come on. Like, just be real. They scammed $100,000.
Good conversation at the time. Essentially, I was trying to be like a mediator for the two of them to try and resolve some issue they had together. At the end of the conversation, it seemed like things went well, both publicly and...
But, Tipster, the main drama and the main criticism people have is that you would get involved in things. Now, to be fair to Tipster, Bowblax did leak Tipster's DMs to him. And that is what caused the scuffle in the first place. So, to be fair to Tipster, Bowblax did do that.
And privately, everybody, he left that conversation feeling pretty happy. But a lot of people, whether it was like the viewers in the commentary space or other creators in the commentary space, they saw
me
that as a backstab of me towards Bowblax.
because you put it in, because you put in the throbbing horsecock thing into the creator Discord that you had with Keffels and all your friends. That seemed to be a betrayal. And then when Keffels was saying that Bowblax was sexually harassing them, and you kind of like, in the beginning, you were kind of arguing on behalf of what Keffels was feeling at the time. That's why it looked like a bit of a betrayal from the outside, okay? We need to remember that part.
That I backstabbed Bowblax in some way. And I remember being like super fucking like weirded out by that. Like how? Like I don't understand. How did I backstab Bowblax? And even
because Keffels was accusing him of sexual harassment when it was him on a shitpost meme account. But the problem is that now, with the hindsight that we have, with the throbbing horsecock account, it's kind of muddying the water a little bit. But the overall issue at that time, okay, was that it looked like that's what was happening. And from the outside, it did look like that.
And as far as me reaching out to Bowblax, sorry, my throat's a little bit irritated. I apologize for the constant clearing of the throat, coughing, stuff like that. But I even reached out to Bowblax and I was like, hey, bro, like everybody seems like really upset with me about this. They seem to think that I backstabbed you or something like that. And, I'm really sorry if it came off that way. I apologize. And he assured me like, no, I'm really happy with the outcome of that conversation. And, I think it went really well. And no, I think we're good. So privately, he's telling me that. But publicly, he's allowing people to continue to, basically shit on me for backstabbing him. And eventually even going as far as to basically play into that, like, yeah, he backstabbed me sort of thing.
See, that's the dick move right there. See, that's the thing. If Bowblax was consistent, he would have told Tipster, you did backstab me. Or at least, like, or publicly, or something. Go to Augie and be like, dude, this, you can criticize this all you want, but I am not angry at Tipster anymore. Bowblax, when he saw that Augie and the rest of us were going live and talking shit on it, because that's what it looked like, ended up snowballing because Bowblax confirmed that there was a betrayal. So I get Tipster's frustration there. Are you seeing all this crazy shit right now about Bowblax? I heard Bowblax went live on Instagram in the dress. Aiden decided to leak something that I feel like should have been private. I don't know if that's out there already, but Aiden's the one that said it.
Right? So being super dishonest about the whole situation. Now, a lot of the commentary people, the audience and the other creators, they didn't know about the back-end conversations that were happening at the time. But when this whole Bowblax being exposed for being dishonest arc happened, I decided to speak out because I had kind of gotten a little bit frustrated of like letting a lot of people, say things about me that were not entirely honest. Like, just to be clear, like I'm not necessarily saying that I've never done anything that's worthy of criticism. I've said and done a lot of stupid shit in the past, some of which we'll touch on today. Excuse me. Some of which are worthy of valid criticism. Okay, I've said and done a lot of stupid shit in the past.
I'm glad that you can own that, Tipster. I'm happy with that. You can own it. Can you be specific though? Can you please be a little specific? But I'm sure he'll do that. Okay? I'm trying to be fair here. I don't get everything I've said about Tipster, but I can give charitable on him addressing some of the criticisms. I could be charitable too. I'm not being a dick. I'm just filling in the gaps that people seem to be forgetting at the time. And Tipster is doing it in a way that is very summarized, which is fine. I have no issue with it. But there are certain things that need to be reminded, okay?
There have been examples of people either...
I believe in redemption as well. I just don't like that he's had like 3 or 4 different controversies when it comes to Lolicon.
Saying that I've done things that either weren't true or they were dishonestly representing something I said, et cetera, et cetera. And one of the main culprits of this is fucking Bowblax, okay? Like misrepresenting the situation about how I backstabbed him and shit like that. So I kind of got frustrated with that and I spoke out against it. And so now a lot of people who are very critical of me of that particular situation, they're kind of looking at the situation a little bit differently. And they're starting to...
I still see it for what it was, but I also do see in lie that Bowblax was probably not being forthcoming, both privately and publicly. It's not really shocking to me because Bowblax lied to everybody about the most mundane shit imaginable. And it snowballed into today.
And realize, oh shit, we were kind of lied to by Bowblax. That was another example of Bowblax being dishonest to us. So eventually there was this whole thing about Bowblax, coming out as non-binary. He was a little bit dishonest with the way he came out, claiming that, like...
Not a little bit. He straight up lied. He said I was forced out because of Nicholas Diorio, which was not true. Alex Gekmo and others, including Nick, Augie, Connor, Fucking all of these people that knew didn't say anything. They didn't say anything. It was even censored when the DMs leaked with Alex. Random commentary shitters knew. Not Alex. I'm talking about random fucking people that you would be shocked that know this didn't say anything about the non-binary stuff because it's not their place. It's not their place. And Bowblax lied.
Like Nicholas DiOrio outed him against his will, which wasn't true. It was very
Yes, Tipster. It was 100% not true.
clearly an attempt to play a victim card, which didn't work because everybody knew it wasn't true. You know, I've had my own run-ins with Nicholas DiOrio. We have our differences and stuff like that. I wouldn't go as far as to say I'm the biggest fan of Nicholas DiOrio, but even I had to come out and be like, bro, that's not true. He didn't out you. That's a lie, right? But there was that situation. Eventually, later on, people found out that he was doing sex work, under his non-binary identity, which I'm not going to shit on him for. That's
Okay, Tipster, I understand. Listen, okay, I'm not somebody to say, but you're like this kind of sexuality. But hear me out, okay, bro? Hear me out. That was ugly. It was a disgusting thing, okay? Can we just be chill about that? Can we understand that? Can we understand that Bowblax, being the ugly fuck that he is, should not be doing OnlyFans content or sex work content? Can we at least come to that understanding? It's not the fact that he's gay or non-binary or trans or whatever the fuck. It's because he's an ugly fuck. Can we, like, agree on that? Tipster, please. Just like this one little thing, okay? You don't have to be super lefty about it. You could be honest. The man is ugly.
It's fine. You know, I'm a very sex positive person. If he wants to do, OnlyFans and stuff like that, that's cool.
Ugly people should not do porn. Period.
Whatever you want to do. And obviously, as somebody who's a progressive, I don't have any issues with him being non-binary. I'm very much in support of that. Fine.
Look like medieval depiction. Bungie straight up like called him like an Abrahamic demon, which is true. It's 100% true.
But
Big Bungie wins another one.
What's kind of frustrating is it seems like after all of this, after being outed for being dishonest and stuff like that, he still hasn't really learned his lesson. And he's still being just as dishonest as he ever was. He's still being just as shitty as he ever was. There's this whole thing about like him being upset that people won't accept him under his new queer identity. But
this is the thing, okay? If Bowblax just did the queer identity and didn't lie about it, and didn't lie about how it was outed, nobody would have really cared. Nobody. If he said, guys, I'm non-binary, everyone would be like, okay, bro. Some people might cut him off, but most people will be like, okay, who gives a shit? The thing is that it's escalated now from like, he's non-binary to this is definitely an AGP fetish. Okay? We went from like, cool, bro, you're non-binary to, holy shit, this dude is getting off on wearing a dress. It's not... We're in two different situations here, okay? Way different situations now. It's important that malicious freak doesn't go to any other progressive communities like H3 and try to retcon history. Yeah, so that's the other thing. Is that Bowblax like ran to the H3 community? Shogun, can you grab me that? I forgot to grab that. But like Bowblax ran to the H3 community and said, I like disavow everything that I've said in like 2019 to 2023 or something. Because he just hung out with Augie and everybody. Bro, you were the one making these jokes. You know you can make jokes and say crazy shit and still be pro-LGBTQ. You could still be pro-gay, right? You could still be pro-gay people and still make fucked up jokes about them. It's okay. The world isn't going to die because you make fun of this shit.
Then turning around and like continuing to like shit on other people for like their queer identities and stuff, it's really fucked up shit, and it's a clear indication.
It's a clear indication of fucking projection. When you were found out to be pansexual, which you basically already admitted to everybody, and one of your friends lied about Nick and the rest of us putting out your identity, which, by the way, Tipster, fuck Maeve. Fuck that bitch. Still to this day, fuck that bitch. No one really cared. Like, did anyone notice that when Tipster came out as non-binary, not non-binary, as pansexual or whatever? Fucking Christ. As pansexual, no one, like, really gave a shit. No one cared. Right? Because it's not important. The sexuality of the individual is not important. What matters is the actions of said individual. What matters is if they're shoving it in the face of people. Okay? That's what matters. And Bowblax, being the way that he is, and being an attention-seeking fucking retard, is doing that. No one gives a fuck if somebody's non-binary, pansexual, or whatever. Most people don't give a shit. But it's when you become a degenerate doing it that people care about it.
That he hasn't fucking learned anything. He just hasn't, all right? And that's kind of why I wanted to chime in on this. So I want to take a look at some recent Bowblax tweets. Let's take a look at them. He says, I feel like I came out as non-binary at the worst time, in the worst way. Happened during a mental health crisis. Gender diversity discourse online is the most volatile it's ever been.
Oh, God, he's doing the victim shit again. You've got to be fucking kidding me. I feel like I came out as non-binary the worst time in the worst way. Yes. You came out as non-binary because you told everybody that you were non-binary. And you lied to people. You lied about these things that slowly and surely leveled up and snowballed into what it is today. If you just didn't lie to people, if you just were normal, it wouldn't have reached the level that it did, Bowblax. Does this guy live in Canada? Yes.
And my gender expression seems to be the least accepted. Feminine type with body hair. Fuck.
You're not feminine! Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, God. People are going to be like, Chris is being fucking whatever about this. Bowblax is not feminine. Bowblax is a man in a fucking dress. He puts no effort into it. Okay? None. Zero. He is not feminine. The motherfucker has a whole jungle leg of hair on his body. Like, bro, he is not trying. You are not feminine. You are a man in a dress.
By the way, feminine with body / facial hair is the end goal. I know I look 100% male right now. Another reason why I should have stayed closeted for longer.
He's going to do HRT. Oh, Bowblax, don't do it. Don't do the HRT, dude. Don't do it. You know what? Fuck it. You're a grown adult. Check that shit between your webbing. I don't give a fuck anymore. I literally can care less. Just do it.
Now, he's not wrong about this.
Might as well commit, bro.
Now is a very tough time to come out, especially, under, a trans identity like non-binary.
That's the most transphobic, trying to portray themselves as feminine but doesn't put in the work. I think that is more transphobic. You put no effort into being a woman. No effort. And you want all the benefits that come with being trans or non-binary. Like, come on.
Especially one that's less understood, like the one he's describing here. It is a very tough time to come out as trans at the moment. So I have a lot of empathy with him in that regard.
God, bro, I get it. You're trying. I get it. Okay. I get it. It is tough. It is tough in Trump's America. But, like, bro, I don't feel bad for Bowblax. Thank you for the 20 gifted members, Soul, for the first dono. Way to start us off, bro. You and Karma have been some of my longest time viewers, and I can't thank you both enough. I hope you're both doing really well, and I hope your lives are phenomenal.
Obviously, the Overton window has really shifted towards the right in terms of a lot of their views on trans.
I hate hearing the words Overton window. I hate it. I hate it with, like, everything that I have. Hold on. Because I want to change the membership dono sound. But I'll put it back on for you guys.
Issues, and yeah, it's tough out there, especially on Twitter. Like, if you see any of the discourse,
yeah, but it's literally, bro. This is the problem that we're facing now. I get it's bad on Twitter, but it's Twitter. Bowblax could just go to fucking. Bowblax can literally go to what is it? He can go to Blue Sky. Blue Sky will take him.
Regarding trans issues on Twitter right now.
Also, Bowblax lives in Canada. Canada is way more accepting of that shit. Mike from PA is trying to rape you. Mike from PA is a man that will never get a woman. Mike from PA is somebody that we should have left a decade ago behind in intelligence. Mike from PA is a living, breathing embodiment of what a soy-filled jack piece of human shit is in the world. You should not care what Mike from PA has to say, Shogun. Just tell him to kill himself. Honestly, it'd probably be a service to the world.
It's rough. It's really fucking rough. So I agree. You know, this is a tough time to come out as non-binary, right? He also went on to tweet something like this. Obviously, a lot of trans people are really concerned about a lot of the executive orders being passed by Donald Trump right now in regards to, you know, gender-affirming care and things of that nature, taking away the right.
But this is the thing, Tipster. This is in America. Bowblax lives in Canada. He lives in what essentially is the California of Canada. His shit is not that dire. Okay?
Rights of trans people or trying to. And he quote tweets somebody.
Hell yeah, incel terrorism. Mike from PA just needs to convert to Catholicism to get slightly racist.
Expressing their concerns with that. And he says Trump just put all trans people in the pool and remove the ladder like he was playing The Sims. What the fuck? He's so unhinged right now. Now, Bowblax, interestingly enough, before Bowblax came out as trans themselves or non-binary, they've always been a pretty progressive person, to be fair. Like, there was a
pretty progressive person. Bowblax literally screamed at one point that he would fuck lady boys, or like he would like what is it? He liked girl cock. Like he's said it publicly 100 times. That's pretty goddamn progressive.
A lot of shit they got from
I would not fucking do that.
More right-leaning people or like anti-woke people not too long ago. I want to say it was before the summer of last year. They put out a tweet about, you know, basically a tweet in support of non-binary people. And a lot of people kind of trolled them for it. They've always been a pretty progressive person, to be fair. Like, there was a lot of shit they got from more right-leaning people or like anti-woke people not too long ago. I want to say it was before the summer of last year. They put out a tweet about, you know, basically a tweet in support of non-binary people.
Is he trying to say that Tom is right-leaning, or is he just saying that people in general? Because the only person that, like, genuinely trolled Bowblax about that was Tom. Tom putting out a tweet being like, oh, thank God you spoke up. It's not that big of a fucking deal. It's not that crazy.
And a lot of people kind of trolled them for it. So they've always had, like, mostly progressive views. But having said that, they've also leaned into a lot of, like, you know, queerphobic stereotypes, a lot of queerphobic jokes and stuff like that.
Yeah, but, like, is queerphobic jokes, like, the worst thing on planet Earth? Is making fun of gay people not allowed? Why can't we make fun of gay people like people make fun of white people and make fun of black people and Arab people and Jewish people? Why can't we make those jokes? I don't understand that.
I wouldn't go as far as to say that Bowblax is somebody who is queerphobic in nature.
He really is not, and I agree with Tipster on this. Like, I'm battling demons here with Tipster, but like, I hate that. It's like, yeah, he made jokes about gay people. Why even bring that up? Like, who really cares?
But they definitely leaned into a lot of that stuff, whether it was to fit in or I don't know what the reason was, but they definitely leaned into a lot of that.
Well, he leaned into it because he likes it. He likes making those jokes. It's just the problem is that Bowblax seems to be ideologically bound to what he believes to be the right thing to say for everybody. So, like, let's say hypothetically that Bowblax wasn't non-binary or gay or whatever the fuck he identified as. Just, he never had that gender issue in his life, right? Bowblax would still be making the jokes that he makes because he finds absurdist humor funny, just like everyone else does. So, but the difference between, like, a normal person like myself is I find that funny no matter what situation I'm in. Bowblax, on the other hand, depending on the person that he is with, and I agree with Tipster on this, depending on the person he's with, Bowblax will shift his comedy and humor for that person to fit in. Which is kind of pathetic. I'm gonna be honest. If you find talking in a certain way or making certain jokes funny, you shouldn't tailor yourself for that kind of specific person. If they like you for you, they're still gonna like you even if you make the shitty joke.
Stuff, right? I mean, for fuck's sakes, they did, where's their channel? They did live streams and videos on me for well over a year where they would do things like shit on my own queer identity, you know, being pansexual or whatever.
Which he did do. I will give Tipster this one. He did do that. He was like, Bowblax is like a progressive person, but you're like, oh, Tipster's a pansexual freak. Like, dude, Tipster is normal. Okay? I'm just gonna say it. Tipster is normal compared to Bowblax. Tipster is normal. What the fuck is this? Happy and jolly. Look at the second monitor. Mood gone. Contemplates 10 seconds. Rolled eyes. Oh my god. What is this? What is this? We're going to have to watch that after.
They would shit on my support of queer people. They would shit on my support of, trans people. Basically call me a grifter. Say that I was only, supporting trans people to be a chaser and get close to trans women and be a creep and stuff like that. Like, just
I would say that you were more along the lines, just like straight up. I'm just gonna say it. The jokes were there. Kevels identifies as a woman. You're going after her. Like, the joke wrote itself. Okay, it did. It really did. Like, are we gonna pretend that he didn't? But like, again, Bowblax did take things really, really far. I will admit that.
really horrible fucking shit. They attacked an LGBTQ charity simply because I retweeted them. Like, they did a lot of horrible things.
Well, hold on. The Rainbow Passage stuff, we found out that Animal J. Smith likes 9/11, like, GIMP roleplay, all right? It wasn't just you retweeting it. It became insane when Animal J. Smith were, like, threatening to kill people, all right? If Animal didn't respond and no one cared, it would have been fine. But instead, Animal made it worse. So come on, let's not write that out of history.
In regards to, like, you know, statements they've made against, like, queer allies and queer communities in the past. So, like, it's just really interesting to see, like, now they're out as, you know, non-binary, and they expect everybody to just forget about all that stuff, right? They expect everybody to just forget about that. They don't have to take any accountability for any of that stuff. I'm, you know, queer, and I live this lifestyle now, and you just have to welcome me with open arms.
Which, Tipster's right. Like, he's fucking right. He's actually right. Bowblax is expecting people to just accept him. That's impossible. Here's why it's impossible. Bowblax not only ran with a group that make fun of shit like this, okay? As much as you want to shit on it, that's just what it is. Then, you also have him shitting on Tipster about his sexuality as expecting people not to shit on theirs and to respect theirs. Tipster's right. Bowblax needs to face the fucking music. Because apparently he apologized to Tipster privately and then started fighting with Tipster publicly again. So, I don't really feel sympathetic to Bowblax for getting shit about his sexuality if he's going to treat Tipster like this, okay?
And here's the thing, like, I'm obviously not going to question their queer identity.
He says he's progressive, but he turns off his principle when someone throws a slide at him. Yeah, no, he's been doing that forever.
I'm supportive of their expression of their queer identity. I'm all in favor of all of those things, right?
I'm going to be real, Tipster. You should be allowed to be petty. You should. You should be allowed to be petty. You should shit on Bowblax. You should say he's a disgusting freak. You should. But you're a better man than me.
But you can't just do all those shitty things to members of queer communities or queer allies and expect people to just forget about it and be like, you know, water under the bridge. Come on in, buddy. We welcome you with open arms. Like, no, it doesn't fucking happen that way.
Wait, is Tipster, like, trying to be the guard of the gay community against Bowblax right now?
I'm sorry, it just doesn't. So I chimed in with this. This is why people who are extremely vocal in support of the rights of trans people are as vocal as they are. We knew trans rights would be the primary target of conservatives if they got back into office, and we were right. You might have understood that better if you actually had a conversation with me about it, rather than doing dozens of, quote, bully streams about me, where you repeatedly mocked my trans advocacy, made claims that I was a chaser, and attacked an LGBTQ plus charity simply because I retweeted it. But hey, at least you get it now, right? Like, it's insane. It's utter insanity.
I ain't gonna lie, Tipster cooked him on that one. The Tipster cooked him. What the fuck? Why is Tipster cooking? Why is he cooking? Who let this man cook? Who let him cook?
To have that in your past and expect everybody to just forget it because, like, you're non-binary now. Okay, cool. We accept you that you're non-binary. Awesome. But don't you think you have to take some accountability for that shit first? Don't you think you owe some of these people in these communities an apology for that kind of behavior or something?
I'm going to be real. Animal J. Smith does not deserve an apology. All right? And everybody. Animal J. Smith, out of all of Bowblax's fucking carpet bombing of Mayo monkeys, should not be apologized to. Fuck Animal J. Smith.
You just expect them to just... It never happened. It's in the past. No, it doesn't fucking work that way, dude. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but no, it doesn't.
Tipster joining community to community and represents himself with a guard of said community. Yeah. Well, Tipster doesn't change. You have to realize that Tipster will always be Tipster. The thing is that Tipster can be right, but also still be Tipster.
It doesn't fucking work that way. And then, this is where things really piss me off to the point where I'm like, I want to say something about this, okay? I'm not going to do like a big content nuke Bowblax or a big breakdown of everything that Bowblax has ever done wrong. I just want to go kind of off the cuff and vent my own frustrations with Bowblax, okay? Because of this interaction. So I tweeted out, this was a joke tweet, okay?
Which it was. I will admit, it was a joke tweet. And I did laugh when I saw it initially. I did laugh. I did.
Did I unintentionally inspire everyone to use this excuse when they get into drama? I genuinely wanted to stop drama content and do other things I enjoyed. But every time one of these people finds themselves in some shit, they play this card. Bowblax, Muda, and now Destiny. Now, this was in regards to Destiny on his subreddit, posting his response to a lot of the shit that he recently got into. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I got a video.
Yeah, literally the correct joke, wrong messenger. Because he always ends up coming back to drama content. Wrong messenger.
Of that on my channel. But as one of
It is funny, though. He is right. But it is funny.
The things in his response, he says, I've been trying to move away from covering drama content as it has been had an increasingly negative impact on those in my life. And we've seen numerous...
Yeah, I'm going to go over the academic stuff. We have a jar interview to go over. But the chat demanded the tipster tent.
creators who cover drama and end up in drama themselves, they come out like with this response, right? Some people pointed out that I forgot to point out Moist Critical. Bowblax was one of these people. Mudahar was one of these people. And now Destiny. Now, do I really believe that I inspired these people to use this excuse in their responses? No. I don't. This tweet was clearly meant to be a fucking joke about this like pathetic excuse of like, oh, I don't want to do drama anymore. It was beneficial to me before, back when I was a drama creator, but now that I'm the target of drama, it's not beneficial anymore, so I don't want to fucking do it anymore. But no, I don't actually believe that I inspired people to use this fucking
Yeah, but you use that excuse. You're kind of like the poster child of it though, Tipster. Now, again, it is a joke tweet. It is 100% is. But are we gonna pretend that you aren't the poster child of it, okay?
excuse, okay? Get a fucking clue. But Bowblax decides to respond with this.
This is where Bowblax just absolutely in the most retarded fashion possible makes himself look more retarded than initially. He goes after Tipster for the obvious joke tweet. He didn't even go on True, Shogun. He didn't even go on main to make this joke. He didn't even go on main to like fight Tipster. He had to bitch out and use the alt account.
Laughing my ass off, you never quit drama either until you started accidentally defending Lolly and everyone stopped watching your shit. I have a little bit more to elaborate on this part of it that really fucking pisses me off, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Now you're back to tweeting about drama after everyone got bored of clowning on you. Pathetic. Also, I'm not quitting drama content. I've never said that.
You can't do drama content, Bowblax. It's over. Like, genuinely. Chat, one's in the chat if Bowblax can continue doing drama content. No, don't answer as like a troll. Like, really think about that. Does anyone genuinely believe that Bowblax could come back to fucking drama content when he has done everything in the rule book that is against what drama content does? I don't believe he can do it. Recording calls without permission, which happens in this community, but it's a dick move nonetheless if it's unnecessary. Lying to people about diagnoses and other creators, snaking people constantly, lying about them. You know, this community is known for snaking and backstabbing and all this shit, but there's an overall thing of like, hey, treat each other chill, all right? Like, you don't need to do that. I'm not saying you have to like respect everybody. You can hate everybody, you can shit on everybody, but like, don't make shit up. That's like the bare minimum. Don't make shit up and make it fake. Right? Don't do gay kayfabe fucking bullshit. Just be honest about it. Bowblax is unable to do all of these things. It's impossible for him to do that.
Also, never said.
All he had to do was read fucking tweets. If he this is the thing, right? If he decided to start doing content on the other side, like if he wanted to start doing like the gaming content, the personality content, all that shit, he could have done it. He could have. He really, really could have. If he just worked on that other channel and didn't promote it anywhere and just worked on it, like what Augie did, right? Augie has a channel that has nothing to do with drama, and he made buku bucks off of it. He had 100,000 subscribers, and he didn't tell anyone about it. But for Bowblax, he can't do that. He needs everyone to know what he's doing all the time. That is what a lol cow does. If he just did that, he probably would have been fine. He probably would have been fine. Not great. He probably would get 10K subs. Minimum. But instead, he kept trying to shove it in the face of an audience that didn't give a fuck. And then when his Twitterverse stuff started slowing down, and he was like, I don't want to do it anymore, he lost all of his income. Instead of balancing both, he just decided to blow it all up. Instead of trying to find a balance between the main moneymaker and what he actually wanted to do, he lit a fuse and blew it up.
Said, I'm above drama content, only that I haven't watched majority of videos about me, and then I don't watch much drama content in general. Drama is a fun genre of content to create, but I prefer to watch gaming videos in my free time. Okay. Now, why did this statement piss me off so much? Or why did this frustrate me so much? And I'm like, you know what? I want to talk about this now, okay? I mentioned this earlier. Let me actually bring this back up. Let me bring this back up real quick. I mentioned earlier, he had this YouTube channel where he would repeatedly talk about me constantly on live streams and in videos. Many of the statements that he would say in those videos, in these bully streams, were criticizing my support of progressive causes like queer issues, okay? I mean, let's just go through the video section and count how many videos we can find about me. 1.
Yo, there's a whole playlist, Tipster. You can just hit playlists.
2. Where else? 3, 4. This one specifically mocking me for being, coming out as pansexual.
That is an entire video. 31 minutes about Tipster coming out as pansexual, and Bowblax saying that Tipster wants bear dick. Like actual bear cock. I think he called him a zoophile in that or something.
5. 6. This one mocking me for supporting a LGBTQ charity. Same with this one.
That charity ended up being a group of fucking crazy people. All right? Come on. Let's be real here. What's up, Chud? Thank you, Chud, for the raid.
On 7, 8, 9. You get the point. It's just on and on and on. And keep in mind, this is just the videos. There are like...
That's the thing. Some of these are funny. Gawk raid. Chud, this is your fault. All of this Bowblax drama is fucking Chud Logic's fault, bro.
live streams too. Tons and tons of live streams where for well over a year, he constantly obsessed about me, insinuated that I was some creepy chaser who was just trying to...
The sheer fact that Chud's community just goes gawk raid. You guys are great. I love Chud's community. You guys are fucking funny. Westside Tyler would say that I'm cultivating a community of freaks, but fuck them. Fuck them.
Grift on progressive causes to get close to trans women and be a creep to them, right? There's shorts on this shit too. Short videos where he would talk about this shit too. It was...
Okay, so fuck. Bowblax still has this clip up. I don't think any of the Chud viewers know this. I accidentally had Bowblax pull up story. Okay, here's a story that I know is going to get clipped and put into spicy chat, but fuck it, I'm just going to say it anyways. So, I was doing a live stream with Bowblax playing Sea of Thieves. And that's when I think Keemstar and Diorio called in for, I think it was like Edwin drama related. Smaggle DMs me, goes, hey Chris, Bowblax needs to pull up Storyfire right now. And I'm like, okay. I didn't look at it. And I said, hey, Smaggle needs you to pull this up. Bowblax pulls up on live stream furry cock porn. That was just posted on, what is it, Storyfire. And Bowblax made it a clip. I fucking hate that clip so much. Not a lot of people know that. Not a lot of people know, bro. Yeah, this clip right here. Hold on, I'll literally show it to you guys. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. Oh god, not the short fat otaku thing. Mayo monkey. Yeah, I didn't know. Smaggle tricked me.
Hey, Bowblax. Yeah. You should go on Storyfire's homepage right now.
Go.
Why did you Chris, you're fucking retarded!
I didn't know. I didn't know. Hold on, you want to watch the rest of it? I forgot about this.
Wait, Smaggle told me to do that.
Why did you tell me to go on Storyfire live on stream on the homepage? Are you fucking retarded?
How is this my fault? I never go on Storyfire.
You told me to go on there and you didn't check what the fuck was on there.
Smaggle told me.
Yeah, I blamed Smaggle. It was 100% Smaggle's fault. It's 100% Smaggle's fault. Fuck Smaggle. Fuck him. That is his fault. Okay? Yeah. I kind of made Bowblax rage out by making him pull up Storyfire. I can't believe that he still has this clip up on his YouTube channel. Listen, when I listened to Smaggle, I made a horrible mistake. This is when I trusted Smaggle. I will never, ever make that mistake again. Okay? Never. I will die before I trust Smaggle again. But you get the point. If you want to watch the rest of it, it's like a short clip. Like, let's go back to Tipster.
Non-stop. It was fucking constant. This guy was a complete and utter fucking asshole to me, all right? There's no other way to put it. He was a fucking massive fucking dick, all right? Yet somehow...
By the way, thank you to all the Chud Raiders. If you like the content, if you want to check out the channel, you're more than welcome to. If you want to support the channel, we are about 40 away from 12K subs. I'm working my ass off to hit 20K by the end of the year. I appreciate that.
Somehow, some way, I found it in my heart when he came out as non-binary. You know, I know what it's like on social media today, what it's like to come out, okay? I see a lot of my friends in queer spaces come out on social media, and I see how much they get shit on for it. I see, you know, like, obviously my own experience with...
Chris, didn't Tipster say he's still friends? Yes, I am not a fan of that. Okay? I'm not a fan of Tipster still being friends with Keffals. I can't stop it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, you know, Tipster's wrong because of he's friends with Keffals, right? I can't sit here and say that. It's not fair. I'm not a fan of it. Keffals scammed people of $100,000, supported a DIY HRT website to send hormones to kids with lolicon, with the fucking packaging, pink pilling kids, like. But Tipster's right in this moment. Okay, Tipster is right. Do you think Tipster is just trying to sneak his way back into the house? No, and this is why. We'll go over that eventually, but Tipster did his typical I'm retiring from YouTube and drama content thing, so we'll see where it goes. We're on the Tipster cycle right now.
with that, and it's not fun, okay? It's not a fun experience to have. So, despite how much of a piece of shit this guy was to me, I reached out to him, and I just wanted to have a chat with him. Like, look.
You know what would be the perfect saga to, like, end all of this? The perfect saga of the Tipster Bowblax fight. You know what'd be great? Seriously. This is an unironic thing I'm going to say. I believe Tipster and Bowblax should meet up at VidCon. Bowblax should be wearing the dress, Tipster's wearing the trans flag, and they hug it out. They hug it out. They do an interview together. In person. Augie brings a 4K fucking camera. And they have like a 60-minute sit down. That would be crazy, right? Augie has to like mediate a fucking interview between Tipster and Bowblax.
I know how hard it is to come out in this current social media climate, but despite our differences, you know what? I support you.
I would be okay with that content. No, they make porn in a hotel room. No!
You know, coming out as
That would be the perfect ending to the arc.
non-binary. We had a brief chat about that and a bunch of other things, and I was nice to the guy. I made it very clear, the boundaries were very clear that we're not friends or anything, but I just wanted to reach out and make sure you're doing okay. And we had a really nice chat. That was one of multiple very nice chats that we had where I was...
They can't fight at Creator
No,
Clash.
they need to fight at Creator Clash.
Thank you for the super chat. But like, this is the thing, right? They can't fight at Creator Clash. They can't do that. Do you want to know why? Tipster's huge. I don't even know how tall Tipster is. Bowblax, I think, is like over 6 feet. Tipster's got the weight advantage, but Bowblax has the reach and height advantage. I don't know if that would work. I don't know if that fight, like, on paper would work. I'll just text Cabe and be like, hey, do you think that they could do that?
supportive of the guy. We talked about his thoughts on things, his thoughts on his like.
It would be funny. It would. But logistically, it probably wouldn't work.
Identity, you know, obviously I'm not going to leak anything here, super private, despite how much of a piece of shit I think he is. I'm not going to go out and air out all of his private business, okay? But my point...
Which is fair. You shouldn't be leaking the rest of the private business, but, a certain little Jewish boy decided to say some shit. Doesn't really help.
Is I was very supportive of this guy despite how much of a piece of shit he was to me. There was even like one call where I want to say it was like an hour or two of me just letting him vent his frustrations about everything to me. And some of them I was sympathetic to. Other things he was venting his frustrations about, I was just kind of like, well, you kind of got yourself into that situation. So, you know, it is what it is. But I gave this guy an ear to hear. I was supportive of, you know, his own exploration of his queer identity. And I was nice to the dude. I had no obligation whatsoever to be nice to someone who had been such a piece of shit to me.
Which is fair. I can't take that away from Tipster. I know we're not pro Tipster on this YouTube channel. I never will be. I will be fair. Okay, I will be fair. I will be fair to Tipster when he is correct about things. But like, you didn't have to be, and you're a good person for that. I can't take that away from you, Tipster. Okay, I can't do that. But you shouldn't have been.
And then he goes and does this the moment I make a fucking joke, a literal fucking joke about, did I inspire everybody to do the I'm too good for drama now thing? Like, come on. And let me tell you, this part.
It's because Bowblax went into an autistic fit rage the absolute second that he saw his name in your tweet, because Bowblax is lying to everyone when he says that he hated Tipster for a meme. It's a lie. It's a full-blown lie through and through. He actually has a significant issue with Tipster, and I think Big Budgie said it best. Bowblax was trying to whittle the competition to get to Keffels. He's jealous of Tipster's relationship with Keffels. Can we stop pretending that that isn't what's happening here?
Part right here pissed me off the most. The bringing up defending Lolly thing. Why did that piss me off the most? Well, because during some of those conversations that we had in private, we talked about this. Bowblax was like, hey, dude, what was up with the whole like Lolly thing, the whole defending people involved in Lolly controversies thing? And without getting into the specifics of the conversation, essentially I told him, look, I was a little bit, tunnel visioned. I got really frustrated with like this whole pedo jacketing thing that was going on in online space.
But the thing is, it wasn't pedo jacketing. It wasn't. Vosh was saving lolicon of little kids being railed by horses. Okay? Come on, bro. Like, why are we doing that? Why are we trying to, like, do that? He's not pro Vosh, from what I gather. I think he's recognizing that what he did was wrong and his issues with it. But my argumentation still stands to this day that I don't buy the whole pedo jacketing angle. I think it's because Vosh was a big creator in their space. And Tipster admits it. It is tunnel vision. It was, and we did say that earlier, but like
cases where people were pedo jacketing people over the most like mundane shit. Like, just to give you guys an example, there was a situation where like some 18-year-old teenager was dating some like 16-year-old teenager, and people were trying to cancel him for being a pedophile because he was an 18-year-old dating a 16-year-old.
But that's not the same thing that happened with Vosh.
I'm sorry, that's not pedophilia, okay? If you think that that's pedophilia, you're fucking stupid, all right? That's not fucking pedophilia. But, like, I got so tired of these ridiculous arguments trying to pedo jacket people that I got so tunnel vision about this shit that, admittedly, I jumped on some landmines that I didn't need to do. In hindsight, I can admit it was really fucking stupid, but having said that, I didn't have to do that shit. And if you're not...
Fair! You know what, Tipster? Fair. At least you recognize that. But never articulates why he was wrong. That is an issue. I can see where you're coming from, Beast Ghost. I see that. I see where you're coming from with that. And that's my frustration as well. But this is the most we're going to get. So you might as well just be like, whatever at this point.
Familiar with the situation, maybe you're new to my audience, so you're not familiar with these things. There's a few situations that people are hypercritical of me in regards to, quote, defending Lolly. Never mind the fact that I never actually defended Lolly. I've been very...
But the thing that people were saying is that you were defending dramas with people involving Lolly. Okay? Let's be real here. You also did defend that artist for the Cub art stuff. That's also a thing. You also at one point kind of agreed with the short stack goblin argument that Vosh was giving, and that he shouldn't have downloaded pornography and should have watched it on his phone. It sounds like you're still not understanding why everyone was upset with you, Tipster.
Very outspoken against Lolly, but people have misrepresented me making some admittedly stupid arguments and turned that into...
But on top of that, you also argued with... Wait, I just remembered this. You also argued with Keem and Packon about the Lolly character. Well, it was Shotokan, excuse me. The Shotokan character that Rum liked. So, like... You were arguing it with Packon and Keem, and you kept saying, I don't like this art. It weirds me out. It's very creepy. And you couldn't commit to why it was creepy. Like, come on. Like,
Tipster was defending Lolly, rather than Tipster was defending people and inserting himself into situations that he didn't necessarily need to insert himself into. In hindsight, I was really fucking stupid, and I can own that. I can take those L's. But...
I'm glad you could do that, but you gotta be specific with the L's. You can't just be like, yeah, I made a shitty... I was retarded. Okay. Most people are okay with that. Me, who knows the specifics almost like the back of my fucking hand, I'm not satisfied with that, but that's what it is. I do not want an archive of Bowblax's Instagram dress stream. I don't want it. I don't want it.
To elaborate a little bit further on those specific situations, the first one was a situation...
From what I was told, it was him playing The Sims in a dress. I don't need to know more than that.
where a friend of mine accidentally liked an image on social media that a lot of people interpreted to be Lolly, and I defended that person because they were a friend of mine.
Yeah, Bowblax went live today on Instagram in a dress playing The Sims.
Heard a lot about them, and that's why I defended them. Now, granted, obviously in hindsight, I didn't need to insert myself into that situation. Pretty sure they probably could have handled the situation just fine themselves. I shouldn't have inserted myself into the situation.
They didn't handle it well at all, though. And then you and Keffels tried to, like, do the whole, like, trans pedo jacketing thing. So we can't forget that part. We can't forget that part, that you guys did a whole live stream, you and Keffels, talking about how Ethan was shitting on all of you because you're idiots. And Keffels chalked it up to pedo jacketing trans people. Can we not omit that from history?
Even more so in hindsight, I shouldn't have defended them at all, because the moment they got the opportunity to stab me in the back, they fucking did it, okay? Like, they literally, like, turned on me the moment they thought it was beneficial to them, which doesn't even make sense because it didn't end up benefiting them at all in the long run. And by the way, I'm not going to name this person because I don't want to give them any fucking juice, but if...
Rum
With
and
Creator Clash 3,
dumb whore.
you want to see
by any chance they
Tipster
happen to be
versus
seeing this,
Bowblax.
I saw your fucking quote tweet, or your little cope tweet, when I mentioned you in my debate with Bowblax, where you're like, well, he didn't seem to mind me turning on him in the moment when I told him I was going to do it. There's a big difference between reaching out to someone and telling them, hey, I'm really tired of me doing my streams and people asking me about drama involving you in my streams, so I'm going to publicly distance myself from you just so I don't get asked about it anymore. But in private, we're still cool and we're still friends.
Oh! Holy shit, Tipster! Whoa! Rum really tried doing that, huh? The whole public disavowal but privately we're still cool thing? Ooh. That's interesting. Yeah, Rum is a snake. Ooh. Tipster just outed that publicly? It's kind of base, Tipster.
And then you go and turn around and start talking shit about me and fucking hit piece videos about me. There's a big fucking difference between that and, hey, I'm okay if you, publicly distance me.
Well, hold on. The Toastify video was not a hit piece video on you. The Toastify video was a retrospective on your dramas. Okay?
From me or whatever. Like, do whatever you gotta do for yourself. Like, there's a big fucking difference between that, okay? Let's be fucking real, all right? The other situation was about Ava Chris Tyson. A lot of people on the left and in queer spaces, myself included, were defending Ava Chris Tyson because they were facing a lot of genuine transphobia. Now, during the course of that, some people had discovered that Ava Chris Tyson owned an art piece by a very controversial artist known as Shadman. If you're not familiar with Shadman, the dude's a fucking creep. He draws a lot of fucking...
No! What is happening? It's still showing I'm good. What F? Hello? Are you back? Hello? Refresh. All right. I don't know what just happened. Refresh. We're back. Refresh. All right. I was in the middle of a rant about Shadman. All right. I'm just going to... Okay. No more debate. No more debate. Shadman's a pedophile. Done. Stop calling him a creep. Can we stop doing that? Shadman's a pedophile.
like kids in sexual situations, it's not good. It's really fucking
Pedophile, not creep. Pedophile.
bad, okay? Now, when people ask me about that on a live stream, and when we talk about that on a live
He's
stream,
kind of a snake of himself, which is fair. I can agree with the snaky behavior that Tipster's done, but, you know, Rum is still a snake regardless.
my position on that was, yeah, it's a pretty bad look that Ava Chris Tyson owns Shadman art.
I guess creep is a synonym, but we have to stop, like, using, like, little language for that. Shadman's a fucking monster. A plague on humanity.
Now, that doesn't sound like a bad take on the surface. And if that was all I said, that would be fine, right? That would be totally fine. But my stupid ass, that's not all I said. I then started to try and rationalize like the ownership of the art of maybe this particular art piece isn't that problematic. I even went as far as to try and compare it to like art based off of like the aesthetic of like Belle Delphine or something like that. It was stupid. It was really fucking stupid. I can look at myself in hindsight. I can look at that clip and say, you are a fucking moron for.
Oh, I'm so proud of Tipster for owning up to that. That Bella Delphine argument was garbage when it came out. I still remember seeing it for the first time. And I just sat there going, why? Why would he say that? Why would he say that? That is crazy. It was the worst thing ever. I didn't think he was going to go into specifics either. Did Tipster ever snake me personally? No. No. So this is why I like became tired of Tipster. When somebody continues to exhibit the same fucking actions over and 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 over again, my patience is very very thin. My mic is peaking. What's happening? Is it really? Hold on. But like when somebody keeps doing those actions, I tend to cut them off because they're a waste of my time. All right, let me see that. Maybe that's better. I had to turn the mic off and turn it on again.
Saying that, okay? You didn't have to say that. You could have still defended Ava Chris.
But like that's my main issue with Tipster. Is that I genuinely dislike people that continuously make the same fucking actions over and over and over again.
Tyson and the transphobia that they were facing at the time, while at the same time saying, yeah, it's kind of fucked that they support Shadman and they have that art. I don't condone that sort of thing. That's all I had to fucking say, right? Now, granted, later down the line, we found out some really fucked up shit about Ava Chris Tyson where nobody's defending Ava Chris Tyson anymore, but that's beside the point. And then the last one was the Vosh situation, okay? Vosh got in.
Yeah, no, I agree that Tipster's still retarded for the Keffel stuff. We're not going to argue that. I'm not going to take that away. Tipster's an idiot for batting for the Keffel stuff still. But, like, he could be right in regard to the Bowblax stuff and taking ownership of the other things. But he's still an idiot for the Keffel stuff.
Into a little bit of heat over, you know, Ethan Klein was criticizing some old clips of his. There was the porn leak, and there was some questionable art in that porn leak. And, yeah, it was a really...
Why are we calling it questionable art? I know you're using, like, specific terminology. You're not trying to downplay it. I'm going to be charitable here. But, like, stop. It was not questionable. It was unironically what it was. It was lolicon with horse cocks in it. Like, come on.
Fucked situation. Bottom line in that situation, I did not have to get involved in that situation at all. Okay? There was no reason whatsoever for me to insert myself in that situation, and I still fucking did it. Okay?
I could give you grace on that. At least you own up to the fact that you shouldn't have gotten involved. That's all I could ask for, I guess.
And I was really fucking stupid for doing that because not only did I get myself shit for that, but a friend that I legitimately cared a lot about, okay, ended up inserting themselves in that situation, not just to defend Vosh, but also to defend myself, and they got
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Is he actually taking the fact that Keffels threw him under the bus and going, yeah. She got involved because of me. So he's now laying down that. You've got to be kidding me. One bit of an A-log Tipster on disavow Chris Tyson only after the take you rebuild the bridge with Nick. Yeah, I've noticed. Just drop Keffels, Tipster. Oh! God, get that off. God, it's disgusting.
Shit for it too. And that is my fucking fault.
Yeah, it is the bare minimum, but it's better than nothing at all. That's kind of like what I am looking at here. I'm not forgiving Tipster. I'm not saying Tipster's reformed. I'm just saying that at least we're getting the bare minimum.
And I feel like shit for that to this fucking day, okay? So 3 situations that I'm most criticized for involving this stupid shit, and I can look in hindsight and say, that was really fucking stupid, all right? That was a stupid thing for me to fucking do, all right? But me and Bowblax in private conversation, we talked about this. And he wanted to know, like, why did you do this? And I explained to him, I can look at this in hindsight, I could take the L and say, I defended some things that I didn't need to defend. I inserted myself into some situations that I didn't need to insert myself into, which anybody who knows my history knows that was a bad habit of me. If I liked someone because they were a creator I enjoyed, or because they were a friend of mine or something like that, I always had a bad habit of inserting myself into situations that I didn't need to insert myself into. And these are...
That's also good for you to say. That was one of the biggest fucking criticisms, other than the lolicon shit. The biggest criticism is that you die on the sword. You die on the sword for people that don't deserve for you to die on the sword of, which I'm very happy that you've recognized that.
These are 3 examples of things like that, okay? I did not need to insert myself into these situations, and I paid a hell of a price by doing so. I basically lost my career as a content creator, I lost my audience, I lost a lot of friends over this shit. Like, I made an ass of myself, and I can own it. I was fucking stupid, all right? But I explained to him my rationale of, this is why I did this. I was in this tunnel vision.
Bowblax leaks his lolly folder and Tipster makes a huge video now. Won't fall. Dude, imagine, Max. Imagine, dude. Imagine if Bowblax has a Vosh moment with the tax folders and Tipster just comes out and just obliterates him. Like, he comes out of retirement or whatever pseudo-retirement he's doing, and he just makes a whole content nuke on Bowblax's lolicon folder. That would be great. That would be Kino content.
Vision of really being frustrated with the pedo jacketing that was going.
Chris Tyson shit was happening. Nick posted the clip of his take, and Tipster said it was out of context and didn't disavow it. Yeah, I know. Tipster snakes shit. He does. But, like, again, the bare minimum.
On, and it led me to dive onto some landmines that I didn't need to fucking dive on. And he looked at that and he's like, I agree, you took some stupid positions, but I can at least understand where you were coming from. And the most important thing
I do not understand how Bowblax could understand what he was coming from. I still don't understand it. I still think he's retarded. How do you have an understanding for that? Tipster's gonna come back making videos when the season is an all-right guy, make fun of something progressive. Yeah.
To me personally was, he indicated that he didn't think I was a pedo, because some people try to call me a pedo because it's the whole Tipster's a lolly defender thing again. Tipster defends lolly.
That's because Keemstar was saying that your hard drives needed to be checked. And Bowblax hates Keemstar. So of course he's gonna tell you that privately. He doesn't mean it.
He doesn't think I'm a pedo, and he doesn't think I'm a lolicon, and he doesn't think I'm defending lolly. He just thinks I defended people that I cared about, and I just shouldn't have got involved, okay? That was very important to me, that he understood that. And I was like, you know what, thank you, I appreciate that. I appreciate that you actually understand where I'm coming from. And the moment I tweet something that he thinks is a jab at him in a negative fucking way, it's a lighthearted joke, but he thinks it's a jab at him, suddenly he rolls back on all of that, and...
Yeah, it's because he lied to you. He lied to you in the DMs. He told you what you wanted to hear. That's exactly what happened.
Oh, you're just a lolly defender. So he's still doing the same dishonest shit that he's always done. The same dishonest shit he did with the conversation with me and Keffels, he's still at that shit again, right? With the Keffels conversation, he's telling me in private, everything's cool, he's fine, he's happy with the outcome, but publicly people are shitting on me, and he's letting it happen, and he's playing into it, about how I'm a backstabber, and I did him so dirty and stuff like that. Meanwhile, he was telling me something completely different in private. And it's the same fucking thing here. He's telling me in private, he thinks what I did was stupid, and I agree with him. And he's telling me, but I understand why you did it, and I don't think you're a lolicon or a lolly defender. I just think that you defended some people that you didn't.
This is the thing. Again, I'm going to repeat myself on this one. It's because Bowblax told you what you wanted to hear. He lied to your face. It's what it is. Let Leon join. I had to close Discord. I think that's what caused the crash, so I don't know if that's a good idea. I might bring him on in a minute. I'll bring him on in a minute. All right? In a minute.
Need to defend. Okay, fair enough, right? I agree. But then he comes out and publicly posts this shit. Fuck you, dude. You're still just
didn't ask to join, all right.
As dishonest as you always were. Back when people called you out for your fucking dishonesty, you're still the same fucking guy. All right? Again, I was nice to this dude when I didn't fucking have to be. All right? I could have easily told him, fuck off, you're getting what you deserve, karma's a fucking bitch. But instead, I reached out to this guy, I made sure he was okay, I gave him a fucking ear to hear. I was even open to the possibility that maybe somewhere down the line, we can mend the bridge and be cool.
Oh, why would you? Why would you? Why do people have to do this thing where they, like, mend the bridge and be cool with each other in the future? Bro, it is obvious that this guy is somebody that cannot change. He can't change. He will refuse to change. He will continuously act in this manner no matter what you do. I'm not praising him. I'm not praising him. I'm saying I'm getting the bare minimum, Leon. Bare minimum. There's no praise here.
Again, right?
That's all I can ask for. I'm not saying Tipster's changed. I'm not saying Tipster's better. I'm saying at least we're getting the bare minimum.
But no, the moment I say anything that he thinks was something
And Tipster's also snaked people. So, like, it's two snakes snaking each other. I can't really feel sympathetic to either side here. But at least Tipster's owning up to the bullshit he was pulling back in the day.
it was a personal attack at him, he goes back on everything he said in our private conversations. Fuck you, dude. And this whole, I'm not quitting drama. Look at this clip. So we have this tweet. I'm not quitting drama. I never said that.
I've blocked.
He can't be honest about anything. Look at this clip from his stream.
I've blocked a lot of people on my Twitter just because I kind of don't want to do. Well, this has been a plan for a long time, even before the controversy. But I kind of, well, I was gonna dabble in it a little more on Mail Monkey, but essentially I'm kind of done with the drama streamer community. I've said all I kind of needed to say, and at this.
That's your god, Bowblax. Such a fucking. Oh god, guy! I never said I wasn't. I never said I was done with drama. Yeah, I'm done with drama. Here's a clip of me fucking saying it.
At this point, I was just gonna turn that whole like community, which is what I have been doing
What?
with Mail Monkey, into kind of just like a comedic outlet, but,
What?
or outlet.
I thought in the tweet you said you weren't creating drama content. You never said that. What?
Shit, but people take the that shit way too seriously. So
Wait, he can't be honest about anything. Literally nothing. Literally fucking nothing. So I see this tweet, and honestly, I'm fucking mad. Like, I'm fucking furious at this shit. Like, I know a lot of people probably saw this tweet and thought it was an overreaction, but now knowing what you know behind the scenes and how nice I was to him and some of the conversations we had about this shit, I think now you can understand why I would be fucking furious about this, right?
I could see that, yeah, but here's my argumentation, like, back to you, Tipster, is what did you expect from Bowblax? Bowblax isn't a good person. Yeah. Bowblax isn't a good person. You both are doing the exact same thing to each other. It, like, Bowblax says he's going to retire from drama content. Then you talk about retiring from drama content. Then you come back to drama content. Like, come on.
I said, this is why no one fucks with you anymore, Bowblax. You and I have had civil conversations since your drama in private. And even though I think there are valid criticisms to be had towards you, I actually spoke in support of you coming out as non-binary. And even...
Yeah, it's all gay. It's all, like, frivolous fucking bullshit drama between the two of them. But it's basically just two retards fighting. And I love a good retard slap fight. My whole channel's dedicated to laughing at retard slap fights. I love this shit.
refuse to engage in the pile-on of you doing sex work. Every time someone grants you even an ounce of goodwill, you find a way to fuck it up. And this is why, going forward, you will forever be a lolcow. I was probably one of the...
You cannot call people a lolcow, Tipster. You can't do it. I'm sorry, bro. You can't. You can't. You literally can't say that. You can't do it. You don't get to call other cows cows. Like, it's just not... You're not allowed. It's out of your vocabulary. You can't do that.
The only people to check on this guy after his leaks to make sure he was okay, and in return he starts talking shit. Fuck off, dude. Literally, I was nice to him when I had no obligation to be nice to him, and in response he shit in my face. Like, literally.
Situation they both snaked each other. Tipster posted the tweets in Kevil's Discord, and Bowblax was pretending to be cool with him after the combo. Yeah, they just snaked each other.
Literally. Like, this was one of my comments, like, when the leaks happened, because everybody was shitting on him for being a sex worker. Everybody was shitting on him for being non-binary. They were mocking him for these things.
No, oh my god. People were mocking him because of the dress and him putting his cock out. When he came out as non-binary, at first, no one really gave a shit. Everyone's like, oh, Bowblax is non-binary now. What mattered is the fact it went from being non-binary to AGP fetish. That, again, Tipster, like I stated earlier, is the significant difference between the two things. Alright? If he was just non-binary, no one would care. But instead he decided to do AGP fetish. Alright?
This is what I had to say about it. The problem with Bowblax leaks isn't that they're non-binary or doing sex work. The problem is they're a massive hypocrite. They spend a lot of time shitting on sex workers and queer people, and now they want to live this lifestyle and expect everyone to forget it. Here's some examples. This is them tweeting, Creator Class 3 now proudly sponsored by Hamas and the other OnlyFans. Shitting on people who do, Fansly or OnlyFans, sex work, like what they do now. Respect Tipster's new pronouns. Shitting on me because I had pronouns in bio. Now, obviously they're out as non-binary. They're using the pronouns as well, which is fine. Obviously, I'm in support of those things, but like this is an example of how they have a history of shitting on people for this shit.
I don't know why you have to keep prefacing that you're cool with it. Like, just get to your point. He's a hypocrite. You don't need to add the caveat that you're cool with pronouns. We know you're cool with pronouns.
But now they expect everybody to forget about all this now. The only women who will use this are uglies and OnlyFans hoes trying to promo. Shitting on
God, he really was just projecting all over the place. Like, he really was. It's amazing.
sex workers again, right? And then there's this one. Drunken High Bowblax versus Tipster's Titty Milk. This was a stream that they did where I was in support of Nominal Naomi. They were getting shit on by a bunch of alt-right freaks about, like, you know, their trans identity and being a trans woman who's, like, you know, got a child and they're, like, breastfeeding and shit like that.
It's a little fucking weird, okay? It's fucking weird.
And they were, like, basically shitting on me for being supportive of Nominal Naomi, another, you know, very outspoken, you know, trans advocate. Like, they want to live this lifestyle, right? And that's fine. You know, I'm not going to gatekeep and say, like, you know, Bowblax isn't welcome in the LGBTQ community or anything like that. I think that's shitty. I'm not doing that. All I'm saying is you can't expect people to welcome you with open fucking arms after all the shitty things that you've done, okay? You've been very, like, whether it was your intention or not, you've, like, fostered a lot of anti-queer, like, views in your community by doing a lot of this, like, content, shitting on, you know, people for, like, supporting queer causes or, like, labeling people like me who support trans people as just being chasers who are grifters and shit like that. Like, this is something you did. This is shit, like, these are ideals that you fostered in your community, or intentionally or not. And, like, people don't just forget about that.
The fucking... Are you guys calling it Trilk? Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh God, I didn't even think about using that before. Oh, that's fucking crazy. The Trilk is fucking crazy, bro. The trans milk, bro.
They're not just gonna forget about that fucking overnight, my guy. And then this is the most recent one. This is the one where I get set it off the top where I'm like, okay.
I will never drink the Trilk. You can never convince me.
I'm gonna talk about this. Bowblax is upset that people are currently shaming their kinks and queer identity. Meanwhile, they are still...
Wait, hold on. The kinks that Animal J. Smith had was crazy. I understand there's a hypocrisy angle here. Actually, I don't know where I'm going with this argument that I'm about to make. I think I just stopped myself. You know what? I'm just going with Bowblax as a hypocrite. I was about to say, Animal J. Smith did 9/11 GIMP roleplay dressed as a fucking animal. Which one's worse?
Out here shaming the kinks and
oh God, just they're both Bowblax is a hypocrite. That's my take.
Queer identity of others. The hypocrisy never ends. I posted this tweet on the 31st, which was yesterday, 31st of January, at the time of this stream, and they had my understanding is they had tweeted this like at that time. So obviously here's this tweet we saw it earlier about them saying I feel like I came out as non-binary at the worst time in the worst way. So we won't go over that again. This is a conversation in the replies. I'm not questioning your gender identity. I'm questioning why you would post a thigh-high thirst trap without shaving your legs. Apparently, they had posted this on Instagram. I don't care, all right? Like, that's how they're choosing to express their gender.
It wasn't meant to be a thirst trap is the biggest lie Bowblax has ever fucking said, dude.
Whatever. I'll be honest, like...
He wanted Shud to look at that, bro. He wanted Shud to be like, oh, that's crazy.
I don't fully
can't do a British accent.
Understand this particular expression of non-binary gender identity, but at the end of the day, like, non-binary is a very wide spectrum. A lot of people express their non-binary identity in various different ways. If this is how they're comfortable expressing their identity, fine. Okay,
this is where me and Tips are gonna deviate. I don't think it's fine.
Whatever, you know, I don't have any issue with that.
I'm never getting off of red on Shinigami Eyes.
It wasn't meant to be a thirst trap. It's just what I'm wearing today, what you're jacking off in today. Why do y'all have to always talk about me in the sexual way? I get not...
You're the one that was making it sexual. You're the one that made an OnlyFans account and a Fansly account. You're the one that was posting sexual pictures of yourself on the internet. You're the one that made it a sexual thing. No one else did. You did, because you're a degenerate, Bowblax.
Accepting or understanding my gender, but the consistent sexualization is creepy. Guy with an OnlyFans complains about being sexualized, laughing my fucking ass off. Isn't this the same guy that got upset when Pebble said that she was being...
Little Smelly Hog.
What a horrible fucking name. Why would you donate that? Why would you make that your fucking name, dude? Why would you do that? Thank you for the 5. Jesus. for the dodo. That's
sexually harassed by him, and he was like quote tweeting her on his throbbing horsecock account about how he
Hold on.
OnlyFans complains about being sexualized, laughing my fucking ass off. Isn't this the same guy that got upset when Keppel said that she was being sexually harassed by him, and he was like quote tweeting her on his throbbing horsecock account about how he wanted to like have sex with her and shit like that, and how she had like massive fucking boobs and shit? I don't remember the exact tweets, but he was like tweeting some like genuinely like what the fuck stuff, dude.
Are you about to double down on what Keffel's just said? Please say no, Tipster. Don't do this. Don't.
From that account towards Keffels, and he got mad when she got uncomfortable with it. This is the same fucking guy, right?
What? So are you trying to say that Keffel's was justified in being upset about that? Because you found those tweets funny, Tipster. Huh. Interesting.
Paradise for Animal J. Smith. A YouTuber who spent $14,000 on a realistic dog costume is now opening a zoo where people can become animals. If you're not familiar with the Animal J. Smith lore, Animal J. Smith was somebody who worked at Rainbow Passage. He was like a volunteer for Rainbow Passage, which is a
doxer, did 9/11 roleplay, sexual roleplay in a Discord server. It was a furry. We have to remember those things, Tipster. To be honest, Bowblax shitting on a guy that wants to dress like an animal and do 9/11 roleplay is fucking crazy.
LGBTQ plus charity. This is the same charity that Bowblax and his community attacked simply because I retweeted it. I'm not even joking. That's a real fucking thing that happened, all right? Now, there's valid criticism to have about Animal J. Smith. More specifically, he was found to be posting on Blue Sky questioning the legitimacy of some people's trans identity. Well,
that's not the important part. That's not the important part.
Also working for a charity that supports trans people. Not a good look. I think there's valid criticism to be.
Yes, chat. Animal J. Smith was caught doing 9/11 roleplay in a Discord. Then they found out it was like weird sexual trauma roleplay. And then they found out that he's a furry and he wears like a fucking gimp mask or whatever.
He had in that regard, and he probably shouldn't be working for an LGBTQ charity doing stuff like that, which is why he was removed from said charity, okay?
He was also removed because he was trying to dox people as well. Didn't animals try to dox people, Shinji? Like he was like saying, I want to find your information and shit. Like, wasn't he a part of that? Didn't he have like a portion of that? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's been a long time since I revisited that stuff. I know the 9/11 thing off the top of my back, but I'm trying to remember the doxing thing because I remember people saying he attempted
New
to
donation
dox
from
people.
I hate the Bowblax.
Okay, dude. Okay. Oh, God. Thank you for, I believe, the 5, bro. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
There's valid criticism to be had for the guy, but the whole, like, basically shitting on him for his kinks, while at the same time, you're, like, crying that people are shitting on you for your kinks and shitting on you for your queer identity. Like, talk about hypocrisy.
Like, look at this, okay? This is extreme. Someone posted phone number of a doctor on RP's Discord. Okay.
That's like an insane level of hypocrisy. So I tweeted this and
yeah, that was also weird. I forgot about that part. Thank you, Beast. It was also a charity to house trans youth with grown adults. That is weird.
Said there's valid criticism to be had for animals.
That was a powder keg waiting to happen.
Smith, but this just ain't it. You're not doing yourself any favors, Bo.
New donation from Bowblax and Tipster need to make queer sandwich.
Why? Why, dude? Why? Why? Holy shit.
Also, just to be clear, I'm not fond of the kink shaming or queer identity shaming that's happening to Bowblax either. I obviously don't condone that sort of thing, nor will I engage in it. But they spent several months shaming these things in regards to myself and others, and now that this is their lifestyle too, they want everyone to forget it ever happened, while also continuing to shit on others. Sorry, Josh, that's not how this works. So that's my problem with you, Bowblax, okay? Like, if you genuinely want to know, like, what my issue is with you now, I gave you so much grace, I showed you so much...
But this is the thing, Tipster, is that everyone was upset for a lot of the things that you're upset with Bowblax for. Is that people kept giving you grace, kept letting you continue to act this way, and then you burnt out all the goodwill that was left. And then you decided to go and do stupid defenses. you realize that the things that you did to people around you is almost like what Bowblax is doing to you right fucking now. Right? Like, are we gonna pretend that's not what happened? Are we gonna pretend?
Much fucking empathy. I gave you the time of fucking day
I'll let you in a second, Leon.
when you didn't deserve it. Quite frankly, let's just say it the way we should fucking say it. You didn't deserve my time. You didn't deserve my empathy. You didn't deserve me giving you any sympathy whatsoever. And I still did it anyway. You were a massive fucking dick to me, okay? And I was still nice to you. And your response was to shit on me and basically take back anything that you said to me in private, in our private.
True, it is Black History Month. If the black man wants to call in, we have to abide by Black History Month rules. How come I didn't get one of those weird little hats? The fuck, man? I want one of the black hats. I'm part of the culture. I'll call Leon. Hold on. Yeah, there's almost 500 people here, but only 80 likes. What? Hello, Leon. I'm going to let the black man speak. It's his month. Hello? Is he?
Chris,
Yeah. Yes. Yes, black man. Hello?
I don't understand you grown fucking adults.
Okay.
How old is Tipster?
His 40s? Okay, hold on.
New donation from Bowblax, make me horny daddy.
Stop donating that! What is wrong with you? Thank you for the money. It's so gross. All right. What? I'm sorry. That's just a horrible name.
How old is Tipster?
He's 38.
How old is Bowblax?
Mid-20s?
I need somebody with a straight face to answer me why the fuck are these two ugly ass running around being, oh God, how could you treat me like this? How could you treat me like that? How could you treat me like this? How could you treat me like that? Why are you talking to me like this? Why are you talking to me like that? These are two of the most difficult people to hear talk about anything regarding clairvoyant understanding, because on the one hand, you got a motherfucker dressing up like a fucking slut, trying to demonize everybody even though he's a fucking slut, and then you got this fat fuck who, you know what? Go say it. Trump, go get his ass.
Trump, let's go, camps.
Trying to fucking be like, oh, well, why are you treating me like that? I'm sorry. Maybe I'm fucking retarded, but I seem to remember, Chris, you can help me because I'm annoyed at you. You got at me when I ran around saying Tipster W.
Oh
and
my
you would immediately fuck it up.
Because
but
now
I'm watching you. No.
He's
I'm
saying
watching
the
you
bare
be like, oh,
minimum.
Tipster, that's great.
Yes, it's the
That's
bare
awesome.
minimum. I'm not saying it's
That
amazing.
is
It's the
lower.
bare fucking minimum.
That's lower than the bare fucking minimum.
It's the bare
That's
minimum.
Just breathing. That's
Yeah,
breathing. You
he wasn't
fucking
breathing
freak.
before. He wasn't breathing.
Fuck that.
He had a cop on his
There is-
neck. He had a cop on his
Dude.
neck. He couldn't
He
breathe.
still has the cop on his neck.
At least the cop leaned up a little bit and let
No,
some
he
of the
didn't
pressure
lean
go.
up. He didn't lean up. What type of retarded ass thinking is this? Oh, how could you treat me like that? Wait a minute. Was it Tipster the one that sent all this shit to Keffels to get an interaction on his fucking dying streams? Wasn't he cackling about this shit?
Yeah, he
Wasn't
was laughing about the
cheering this
throbbing
shit on?
horse shot
And shut
shit.
up!
Fuck
Ain't this
you.
the same fat Mexican that was running around in Discord at 3 a.m. saying, let me try to get all these fucking idiots to fucking talk about us.
I always forget about that he did that.
This is the same motherfucker who wants attention from you motherfuckers to where
He wants it
every
from Nick,
fucking-
not us.
Twice a month. This fucking idiot runs around with the idea of let me get some attention from someone online and deletes his entire presence online,
Yeah.
praying to God someone recognizes it. And after the 10th time, you fat fuck, no one cares. We just realize you suck and you should be sent back to where you
New
came
donation from Bowblax, micro cock.
Why are people donating me about Bowblax's micrococks? Stop it.
Because you sent dick to
I
other grown men.
I didn't send that. I didn't know it was in that fucking thread, Leon. We need to stop
You were
arguing
sick.
this.
We'll never stop that. Like, that is actually legitimately a reason why I should hate you.
I hate you too.
Like,
buddy.
legitimately, that should
I hate
be a
you
reason
too.
why
But
I
I'll
should
give
not
you know
associate
what?
with you anymore.
Obviously, as a white man, I can't fight a black man on Black History Month. Next
Here's
month,
my
though.
underlying
Next month, though,
fucking
we're gonna
problem.
fight again.
Here's my problem. The amount of cheering for a retard beating a retard is why these motherfuckers who are worse than y'all look at y'all and say, you all are toxic.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
cheering-
You want to
you are
make the
cheering-
retards feel
you are
comfortable so they keep
cheering.
fighting.
No.
Yes.
You admonish these retards to where they disappear.
No. It's only
And
a
you
handful
find
of them.
new retards. No, it's too many. A handful is too many.
Nah, there needs to be more.
If I use a handful of quarters, put it in a sock, and beat your skull in, that's too many quarters.
It's not enough quarters.
A handful of brick, and I beat you upside
That's
your
one
head with
brick.
it.
How are you going to
Too
hold
many-
multiple bricks in
Too
one
many
hand?
bricks. Too many bricks.
Nah, bro.
Too many bricks.
We need
Too
these
many
tards to
retards.
fight.
No.
Yes.
You need them for the moment in time where they do dumb shit, and then kill them.
That's the point. That's what's happening now. This is basically the death song of
It's
two
not.
retards. It is.
You know how I know it's not? You know how I know it's
because
not?
Tipster's doing the fucking I'm quitting drama, I'm quitting the internet, but he's going to do it anyways.
That's not why. Good try, though. It's because they're going to keep doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
Because you fuckers give them that out of, well, see you next time. Bully them. I want Tipster eradicated from the internet.
He's been eradicated.
No, Chris, you know
He
how I
just
know
won't
you're wrong
leave.
about that? Look what's on your fucking screen.
But he won't leave. That's the thing. He won't leave. His career is done. There's nothing important about Tipster. Nobody's talked about him in months. It's only because of this.
And yet, what's on the screen?
It's only because of this.
There's an infinite barrage of retards that exist, and yet the two that are interesting.
They're not interesting. They're just funny to laugh at.
Really?
I'll call it.
So they're interesting.
No. I would just say it's easy content.
Interesting.
Eh.
I watched you look
Yeah.
at a woman
What?
and call them trans because they're more muscular than you are.
What?
You are ultimately.
When did I do that? I don't remember that. Did I?
Mhm.
I
Of
probably
course you don't.
did. I probably did.
Of course you don't.
I probably did do that. That sounds like me. I gotta live up to the Shinigami eyes, dude.
I refuse to take this grown ass man seriously because he hasn't changed. He just found a way out.
Nah,
This is the same man who was in his 30s talking about how 20-year-olds made him feel bad. They called me a pedophile. They said I was cheating on my wife. How could these 20-year-olds say this to me?
While he was
You're hanging out. You're 30
women
hanging out
in
with
Discord.
20-year-olds. You're a pedophile. You're a fucking pedophile. You're a pedophile. Unequivocally.
Stop.
I'm not stopping shit.
Oh god, you're fucking killing me. You're fucking
This is
killing me.
EDP level of fucking distraction. I don't understand how we got this far.
EDP level distraction. Is EDP's channel still up? Have you checked up on him?
It's still there.
I don't know how his channel's still up, if I'm being like brutally honest.
And you know what's sick? And Chris, you could correct me if I just so happen to be wrong. I don't know, because I'm not in the loop. You know what I'm saying?
That's bullshit, but okay.
I'm not in the loop. Hold on. Stop.
Okay.
Doom is in the chat. Someone who I assume is a Negro. I will not be wishing you happy Black History Month because you're not an American. You didn't struggle the way I struggled. You know what I'm talking about? I've found your channel and I heard your voice. There's no way
Okay.
you're an American. You do not get. No, I'm not done.
Oh,
You
God
do not get a
damn it.
happy Black History Month. Isn't Tipster the same guy who's crying about, oh, how could you say this to me in DMs but treat me like this in public? Ain't this the same motherfucker? Maybe I'm crazy. Ain't this the same motherfucker who is DMing motherfuckers about his mental health and how it's bad? And then the next day, not even the next day, like 4 hours later, was in Discord with Keffel saying, hey, let's do something to fuck with all these people.
Yeah. And then they also collected all of our information during the Tea Party leaks, all that shit.
Right.
None of that stuff is being swept. None of that stuff's being swept.
No, shut up.
None of it's being swept.
Why? Shut up. Why is this guy now like, how could you do this to me? You fat faggot. Like, this is ridiculous. You know what? I'm saying.
Oh my God. Again. We have a warning on this channel. I know you're black. You can't go the hard R on my fucking channel. I'm white.
This man had
You
Riley
motherfucker.
fucking pissed off regarding this shit. Cause he confided in Xylee. And then the next day he fucked with her.
He did.
I do not take this man seriously about anything. Fuck his feelings, fuck his wife, fuck his family, fuck his well-being. This stupid motherfucker is a piece of shit.
Yeah, they all are. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty. Everyone is retarded in this situation. Everyone's a fucking snake. Nobody's a good person. Not a single one of them. That's the beauty of it.
I should just kill myself. I don't want to be here anymore.
Can you not? I need you for stuff.
You don't need me for anything.
I do like sending you stupid shit. Thank you for the 14-month Lord
Yeah,
instruction.
like dick.
I didn't send you that on purpose.
You sent me dick.
King asked for it. It was in a group chat. We're not arguing this. We're not. I'm hanging up. I'm hanging up. We're not doing this anymore. We're not doing this anymore.
You know why you can't do it?
Listen, on Black History Month, you get your little win. On Black History Month, you get your little win for now, and then we'll fight about it next month. Fair?
We're not fighting about shit.
I will gracefully, as a white man, gracefully as a white man, I will give it up.
Chris, hear me out right now. Chris, actually be honest with yourself. You realize sending,
huh?
You realize
I thought it was just dress photos.
You realize getting asked to be sent nudes is weird, correct? Yes or no?
Yeah. That's why I sent it to King.
You understand
everyone,
that
you gotta call everyone weird then. That's fine.
No. Hold on. You understand that you sent that to a group chat with another person in it, me,
yeah,
right?
You. I did flashbang you, which ultimately is funny.
You admit, you fucking sent a fucking dick pic to two grown men.
One of the grown men were asking for it.
Grown man.
The grown man was asking for it. King asked for it.
You understand you did that, right?
Sure.
No, yes or no?
Listen, you're black. I have to.
No.
I have to bow down to black people this month. I have to do it.
Yes or no?
Nigga, I don't know.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
It's the third day of Black History Month.
It's ridiculous. Thuman, you heard that? You a mod in this fucking chat. You ought to be ashamed of yourself modding for this racist.
There's no racism. It's all love.
I don't feel love.
You do feel love. You just feel nothing but hate.
If you all want to be a member and see this stream, because it's the only way you're going to see it after the fact.
Yeah, true.
Like that girl Drake had on stage that was underage.
No, it's not even close to that. I'm done with you. Can I continue with what I have to do?
No, because I'm staying now.
Why are you staying?
What, you know why? Because I will not allow you fuckers, after all the shit I got for a meme, you motherfuckers are considering it, and I will not allow
I am not considering bringing Tipster back.
Tipster deserves to be deported.
Duh. God Emperor Trump should deport both of them.
Wait. Actually, wait a fucking minute. You, ChrisTheNarc.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like a month ago, 2 months ago, that you and old Tipster were in the DMs with each other?
Yeah, Tipster DM'd me asking about...
Weren't y'all being all buddy?
No. It was Tipster asking me about something, and then Tipster called me at the end.
Yeah, and then you enjoyed it?
I did not enjoy Tipster calling me I did get a laugh out of it, though. I did get a laugh out of it when he called me I did find that funny. He called Augie a faggot.
But you like that shit.
I did not like it.
And then he blocked you when you
He
didn't give
did
him what he wanted.
when I didn't respond to him, and I just read, "All right, bro, cool." He blocked me. It's the most random fucking exchange I've ever had with Tipster. We don't hide now because I'm gay. I'll go if you guys have a problem. Nobody has a problem with gay people in this chat. It's if you're an annoying gay person.
Listen, as the only true LGBTQ supporter,
What?
I just don't want anybody, and when I mean anybody, I don't just mean the gays. I mean those straight people who do it too, especially those white ones. Just don't fuck no kid. I'm seeing too many teachers, white, who are fucking kids. Can we deport white people now? This white crime.
No, there's also black people that do that. Look at your boy AK.
Statistically, AK was trying to get a 15-year-old
That's your
porn
boy.
star.
That's your boy. That's your boy.
Anyone who's a Drake fan,
He's a part. He's a part of the culture, man. As much as you hate to admit it.
I'm about to prove to you the difference. AK is still a fucking weirdo. Still a fucking weirdo. Just so you know.
That's your man's.
EDP, a weirdo.
That's your man.
None of them touched the kid.
What?
I got ample fucking evidence of white men and women in teacher positions getting children pregnant and getting pregnant by children. You white people deserve to be deported.
Damn. On Black History Month, no less.
Deported.
Can we deport Aiden? Yeah, we're gonna deport Aiden to Israel.
Deported.
That's been like the plan for years. Are we done?
Imagine getting pregnant by a 15-year-old.
No, I don't want to imagine that. That's wrong.
Like, what is wrong with you? Of course it is. And you know who did it? A white woman.
I'm gonna move on from this call. Goodbye, Leon.
No, I'm not leaving. No,
I'm leaving.
Staying. What's
I'm
the next
leaving.
subject?
No,
What's the next subject?
I'm still doing the fucking Bowblax shit. I'll talk to you.
What is this about Jar? Who is that?
Just a robot.
There's no way you motherfuckers call him Jar.
Well, that's what he goes by for like fucking shorthand. I had a lot to put in the title.
That's a fetish. That nigga, that's a fetish. But no, because they got the one man, one jar
Leon,
shit.
Leon, I have something to show you. Have you seen this Reddit post by Bowblax? Yeah, we're done with the tipster stuff. There's nothing left. I want to read this. Leon, I want you to read this. I want you to read this Reddit post.
I was gonna post this on Twitter, but I thought this on Bowblax that it would probably make more sense to respond here. First off, my pronouns are NAI, and I have no issue with single quality he him. The diet said that topic.
Can you read it like a person?
This is whoa, are you calling disabled people not people?
Yes.
A bit, especially when Ethan highlighted gay and trans people, since I've always been outspokenly pro LGBTQ. That's just false. Back,
how's it false?
Argument. Because he's a...
How's it false, Leon? Come on.
And push back on transphobic arguments when I could... Wait, push back on transphobic arguments? Buddy, you're transphobic. It's okay. We're all a little transphobic.
Isn't it crazy that the guy who's all pro-trans shit is his account was Mr. Mansheehy? The most transphobic fucking description of what he's doing.
Curly Things hates everybody because her slave boyfriend left her.
Yeah. She got black and she can never go back.
She housed a slave. And did you see how Aisha Speed got speared? What an amazing day.
Read the rest.
I'll admit that some of my early 2019... Wait a minute. Fuck this. Did he admonish himself for the BLM song?
Did he? I think he still thinks it. I think he said it was funny, but he also regrets it.
I was watching the only one of you motherfuckers that holds in a semblance of sense and consistency. I believe his name is Diorio. And you read some fucking thread where this prove me wrong. I was reading some fucking thread this motherfucker was reading where Bowblax was burning himself alive, talking about, oh my God, I didn't realize being racist was so bad until George Floyd died. It's like, huh?
I forgot about that.
Like as a Negro, I don't feel comfortable when white people in their 20s are like, oh my God, I didn't realize racism was so dead.
Can we? Where's that clip? Does somebody have that clip of Bowblax saying that? I would kill to read that. Let's see here. Where were we? Reading Twitter videos, which also the time period most of my Ethan Klein commentary videos were uploaded, had very unshareable commentary from me. So if Ethan was saying this 5 years ago, he'd be right, but saying it in 2025 is so strange to me. So basically, Ethan Klein was in a fight with his audience over Bowblax's pronouns. Is like the reason for this post. So now Bowblax is basically walking back all the things he ever joked about on RFC or publicly on Twitter throughout 2019 to 2020 up to now. So now he is prostrating himself in front of it. This is the BLM reply. Respectfully, what about the BLM song? That shit was vile and disgusting. Oh my God, yes. BLM.
The BLM song was made as an edgy joke for my friends in 2016. I was a lot younger back then, and the world was a very different place. Pre-Trump, pre-George Floyd. Stop. Stop.
Pre-George Floyd.
Stop.
How do you feel as a black man here?
Stop. Shut up. Stop. Shut up. Fucking Canadian. I need you to understand. This gimmick you motherfuckers have about the world being different, it was just you younger. There was still people getting in trouble for busting out slurs. There was still sensitive people in 2016. You were just younger. And pre-George Floyd, you half-wit, there were several examples I'd argue worse than George Floyd. Off the top of the dome, Trayvonius Martini, significantly way worse than George Floyd. Like, are you insane? Like, and listen, I do not give a fuck about a white man saying, like, it refuses to be something that'll get me to pearl clutch.
Stop saying it with a hard R on the YouTube channel, please.
But when you sit here and you play this stupid ass fucking game of, oh, pre-George Floyd, I didn't know how bad the world is. What? I was also genuinely misinformed on the black community issues and thought we all left racism in the 20. Goodbye. I'm quitting YouTube. I'm deleting my channel. I'm done.
No, just keep going. Keep going. There's a better one. There's a better one. I can't wait to show you this one, Leon. Just read that and I'm going to flash the other one on screen. Oh, he left the call. He got actually angry at the Bowblax shit. He got actually fucking mad. On Black History Month, no less, bro. That's crazy. Traveling to red states in the U.S., plus growing up, becoming more educated, taught me that racism is still a very real issue, even in first world countries. Right off of the heels of saying that, sorry for the obnoxious promo, but you guys should sub to Mayo Monkey YouTube channel. I do streams there. I love to have you guys in chat. You've got to be kidding me. The shameless self-plug, bro. Whoa, whoa, whoa! The shameless self-plug by Bowblax. I love that. I love it so much. He understands what racism is now. He understands. Guys, you don't get it. All right. So Alex Gekmo tweets out a clip of Bowblax's sim stream. As you can see here, with the assaulting that is my eyes, the sheer fact that this has been posted is a war crime. This is a war crime. He looks like an old Jewish man. And he's playing The Sims and watching two Sims characters ready to fuck. I want to see this clip that Alex posted. Happy and jolly. Looks at second monitor. Mood gone. Contemplates for 10 seconds. Rolls eyes. Ends stream abruptly. Let's see here. I want to read these. I'm not reading that. Could you flash those chest puppies? What is it? That's insanity. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Are you okay? Hello, Bubby. Someone must have blackmailed on you. This is some bleak stuff. BGRO failed real life, so he is living a fake life instead. Heartbreaking. Live stream your big new ticket success. Bowblax. Have you heard of NetSped? Please listen to BAFK on stream. Stop ignoring me. Bro, we saw you in the vid. I don't think Jalen's peak could match this downfall. Bro is ignoring chat. All right, let's see what Bowblax said.
It's late. I'm going home.
Oh, wow. That's, I wonder what happened there. So Aiden decided to give a little information apparently last night, reviewing the big Bungie video.
Parents hate him and wish he was dead.
Basically, like, I was like, my parents don't love me. And then I kind of, like, broke down and, like...
Number 2.
Is Bowblax the next Christian? I would argue he's getting there. I still think Birdie has Bowblax competitively beat in the lol cow game. Well, more horror cow. I guess Birdie would be considered a horror cow. Bowblax is a lol cow.
All of the dress.
I have reason to believe that's not true.
It's Black History Month. You're not allowed to be visually assaulting me. Listen. I'm a white man.
Because, fuck, I think it's actually okay. If he's publicly smearing his fucking parents, I think it's totally fine for me to reveal this. I don't care, okay? Okay? This is one of those cases where I think it's okay to leak. If somebody's smearing somebody else, then I'm allowed to go and leak to defend them. His parents are the ones making sure he can live in his house. Okay? His parents are...
There were a lot of people asking, how does Bowblax go out to dinner? If you check out Bowblax's Instagram page, it's him going out to dinner all the time. Huh.
The ones that lent him money so that he could continue living in his fucking house or apartment or wherever it is, wherever the fuck he lives, okay? And he also did kind of reveal this himself. And he's mad. And I'm only saying this because he's now smearing the fucking poor people. And he's mad because his mom has been trying to get reimbursed for the money that she lent him to pay for where he's fucking living.
Dude. No fucking way, dude. No fucking way. His parents are paying the mortgage. And his mother asked for the money back, for them to be paid back. And he says on live stream that his parents are disappointed in him and hate him. And the reason that they said they're disappointed is because they're paying for his mortgage with him being a grown adult and making the decision to purchase a home with a non-steady income. That was... You said that publicly?
If your parents didn't love you, why would they ever, I don't know about his dad, I just know about the mom. I'm just saying about the mom. Why would they ever fucking support you like that? And you're not paying them back, you're being a deadbeat, you're not working. If I wasn't working, my parents would not put up with that shit. They wouldn't lend me money if I wasn't working and smoking fucking weed all day. His mom very clearly loves him. I don't stand for mom slander.
Dude, Bowblax is Xander Hall. Wait a minute. Bowblax became Xander Hall. Bowblax mooches off of his parents being a grown-ass fucking man. Oh my god. I actually feel bad for his mom. That's horrible. Like, everyone, if you don't have parents that do this, I feel like this is a normal thing, but it's just, like, really just dependent on who you talk to, right? But, like, my parents ask if they can send me stuff all the time. I don't even need it. And they're like, hey, like, do you need any help? Like, all this stuff. I don't like asking that shit. I would rather die before asking them, and they know that. But your parents love you no matter what. But if they give you money and then say, hey, I need you to pay me that money back, you pay the fucking money back. You don't call them and you don't go publicly on a live stream saying that your parents hate you and are disappointed in you because you failed to pay them back like you promised to. Sell the car. Sell the house. Move back home. Do something. Don't stay in the house. Seriously, sell it. I don't get how you haven't done that yet.
Okay? I don't stand for that shit. I don't
Like, this is actually a based leak by Aiden.
stand for that shit. He's publicly smearing these people, okay? He's decided to bring them up, so I can leak that, so that to give you context that he's totally leaving out, okay? The only reason he has a roof over his head right now is because of his fucking mom.
That is based Aiden for leaking that. Bowblax is a fucking loser, man. I thought he was just like a funny little guy that read tweets. I didn't think he was like a fucking malicious tard until really things got out of hand. It's pathetic. You gonna take advantage of your fucking parents, man? You're gonna say your parents are disappointed in you live on stream to gain sympathy points while your parents are paying for your fucking house and that they want you to pay them back? You're a fucking loser. You're a neat. You're no better than Birdie. Like, sure, like, Birdie's a mess. Birdie's a disgusting, degenerate freak, but, like, this whole, like, my parents treat me like shit doesn't really work if they're paying for your fucking house. All he had to do was read the tweets. All he had to do was read the tweets. He just wants to be a neat. Yeah, he just wants to be a neat. Bowblax is the next Dance Burst, bro. He really is. He unironically is the next Dance Burst. That's crazy.
Hey guys, thank you for watching the clip. Thank you, Confusing Opinion, for doing the editing. Make sure you give him a follow on Twitter. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. Check out the link in the description for the LOLcow trading card game. There's a brand new pack called Series X. That pack has my card in it, the Tipster cards as well. On top of that, there's a bunch of other cast of characters in there. And we're also working towards an ultimate goal for that. So make sure you guys click on the link below. We're going to try and upload daily here and do live streams pretty often. So make sure you stick around and hit that like button. Thanks, guys.